Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Tharp, and we are into the first full week of school. Last week we focused on the orientation. Now we're into Module 1. So we'll start moving forward. You'll get familiar with the way that this is done uh, pretty quick, and we're pretty consistent throughout the semester about how things are done. So you'll be coming in. Each module is 2 weeks. You can see the dates in there. Each module is 2 weeks, and we have this start here online. That's going to point you to the things that we need to do. There's learning materials that only exist inside that location. So you need to make sure that you use this start here for each module to keep you going down the right path. Um, but most of the things also have links in here, the assignments, that kind of thing. So anything that only exists in there is learning materials to help you to better understand the concepts of things that we're working with and all of that. I do want to step back just for a second to the orientation. Most of you got this right. Some of you didn't or are still struggling. So let me just point out a couple things here. There's two. One is a textbook, and one is mostly activities, resources that we have that are associated with Cengage. So the location where you should have gone to access the Mind Tap, if you follow this link, it is going to set you up uh, in the right way. So we've got the link to your class's materials within there. So that's how you get access to the Mind Tap. The other one is within the red shelf, and that is where the textbook itself is located. And it's giving an error 403 because I'm in a student view and I'm not actually a student. So it should not do that to you. Let me just leave student view and let you see kind of what I see on my side. And that's a thing I want to bring out. My view of the Canvas stuff is different than yours. So there's going to be times when my recordings look different than what you're going to see if I'm going through step by step on this kind of thing. Don't let that stop you. Focus on the goal of what we're trying to accomplish, not necessarily on the specific link or the specific steps that I go through. We'll try not to do anything that's too confusing in that way, but there is the textbook. You should look something like that. That'll give you access to the textbook and the stuff moving forward from there. Uh, in the orientation, you should have set it up so that you'll get notified whenever I post an announcement. Um, in fact, this video will be in an announcement. So you should have gotten an email that indicated that I posted this announcement. You need to make sure you track all that. The bottom line is that you're responsible for the stuff that we post. The announcements is a place that I will often post things that need your attention. I don't try not to overuse it, but one of the things that I do is I will do a update for each module. I'll also do announcements if I find specific issues or things that you need to know or problems. And there's the other side of that. We have just revised this course. It's gone from teaching the Excel 2016, I think, to the Excel that is part of Office 365. So there's a lot of content changes. One of the changes is we changed to this new textbook. That's not the textbook that we were using before. So as I'm going through and updating all my materials, that's one of the things that I'm having to do is pull out and put in stuff to make sure it's all current. Hopefully that's all invisible to you, but there's going to be times, and it happens every semester and usually in every class, where I don't get something right. If you find something that isn't working or isn't, you don't feel it's quite right, please contact me. Teams is the way to contact me, and often I can answer just as soon as you call. I'm very tuned into Teams because that is the way that I interact with you, and it's definitely the fastest way to get in touch with me. And through Teams, we can do video calls, we can do text, whatever means of communication is necessary for what we're doing. So I'm going to go back into the student view so that it looks more like what you're seeing. So we've already finished the orientation. This week we're into module 1, where we start to understand what is information and communication technologies, or what are information and communication technologies. And I go through a series of little lecturettes, for lack of a better word, in here, videos that talk about this. Um, these are usually pretty high level, not understanding how a specific thing works, but the bigger picture of what is a system, for instance, and we go through all of that kind of stuff. So make sure that you're paying attention to and watching those videos, and then I will have the information in the different activities that you need to do in there. So hopefully I've got all those right. And we'll if you see something that isn't, please make sure you let me know. So that's all that I really have for now. Just wanted to touch base with you, and I will do this regularly. And hope you're doing okay in this class. Hope things are going well for you. And I will talk to you again in a couple weeks. Bye bye.